Well, what federal officials billed as a major drug bust in the Portland area involving 50 million lethal doses of heroin may have actually involved almost no heroin at all. John Adams joins us now. And John, you covered this story when it first happened last year. What's this update now?
Well, Stephanie, this started off reading like a script from one of those hit TV series we enjoy watching from time to time, with a tip leading to the arrest of numerous individuals and drugs moving across state lines. But the barrels being transported with those drugs in them in a U-Haul truck that officials said contains millions of lethal doses of heroin were just not what they seemed.
In January 2024, 4 men were arrested at a Motel 6 in Tigard. Federal officials received a tip from an undisclosed source that these men were moving a massive shipment of liquid heroin from Yakima, Washington to the Portland area. The men were driving a rented U-Haul truck with 8 55-gallon barrels inside and another car following behind. Officials began following the U-Haul on I-84 near Bonneville to the motel in Tigard, where the men stopped for the night. After the arrests, officials said 7 of the 8 barrels tested positive for heroin and charged 6 men in connection to the case. But according to court documents, the attorney representing one of the men hired a forensic chemist to do a thorough test of the barrels, revealing they actually contained 99.999% water and 0.001% heroin, a far cry from the 50 million lethal doses federal officials had stated. In fact, the chemist concluded the small amount of heroin combined with the large amount of water made the heroin unusable. The attorney who had the barrels tested is representing 28-year-old Luis Woodward. Woodward had been in custody since January 2024. After this evidence was presented, a judge sentenced Woodward for the time he already served, along with 3 years of supervised release, far less than the sentence Woodward could have been facing if he was found guilty on the original charges. According to court documents, Woodward is facing deportation to Mexico. Another defendant in this case, Marco Magalon, is scheduled to be sentenced on Tuesday.
And we did reach out to the U.S. Attorney's Portland office for their response to this story. They told us they cannot comment on pending litigation. Stephanie?
All right, John, thank you for that report.